what's going on in Clowntreen?
There's nothing.
Nothing?
Oh, things are gone.
Not a place to live.
I don't think so.
Even the sheep have left.
Oh, the cows, the sheep, and the dogs, and everything on there. Nobody gets them.
We're going to send this tape to Ireland.
Ireland.
Yes, and it's going to Clowntreen.
Is really?
Right, they're going to see it over there.
The Germans will get it.
Yes. The people who bought your home.
I know. I saw that.
Did you? So, Poppy, when are you going to recite your poetry for us?
All right, now.
You ready? Oh, he's ready. Wait a minute. Oh, you know, I can use this pen. Pen.
Oh.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we back on?
You are.
We are.
Well, no, the title is that this is when you were a young man, you come out here, see, and then you went back as an old man, see.
Yes.
And you died when I'd say the thing anyway.
You say your thing. And you want to talk to me or you want to talk to the camera?
What do I talk to this thing?
You can talk to the camera.
I talk to you. 40 years' work have changed since I first crossed the sea. There were few on the deck that could grapple with me. Keep quiet. In my youth and my pride, in Ohio went by, and I come back to see the old land ere I die. It was a feeble old man who stood on the deck, his arms around a kindly young maiden's neck, his grasp he gazed fixed at the tents of the east, that a starling might stare at the sight of a feast. And the morning quickly rose and revealed to his eye the land which he had prayed for to behold and then die. Green, green was the shore, though the year was near done. High and hearty the capes, white surf dashed upon. There was a grey ruined convent down by the strand, and the sheep lay afar in the hills of the land. God be with you, dear Ireland, I have gasped with a sigh, and I have lived to behold you, now I am ready to die. He sang by the hour and his pulse began to fail, as we swept by the headlands of Story Kinsale. Off for Dingnau Bay he came slower and slower, and his corpse scarce hold as we sighted Tramore. In passage we waked him, and now he doth lie, the lap of the land he beheld and then died.
Hey, bravo, very good. Excellent.
Isn't that a good memory?
That's terrific.
Can I to school?
And you're only 81.
Oh, it's nothing. That's a good old head, isn't it?
It is.
Great head.
Yeah. But nothing inside it.
No head? What kind of poetry are you going to recite now? Are you going to recite some poetry too?
Huh?
Are you going to recite some poetry?
Well, it's kind of behind me.
Like your past.
That's a good memory, isn't it?
That's very good.
Yeah.
That's very good. I didn't write down more than one word. I wrote 40. Sure. I figured I'd take it off the tape when we put it back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We'll have to show this on
We learned that when we went to school on the portrait, you know, these portrait books, you know?
Yeah.
Just have these portrait books.
Yeah. Good. Tell me something. When did you first begin to work? When you were young?
14.
He never worked.
You know, I do slapping them up.
Right, fresh. Schlap, that's right.
I went to work. Will you keep quiet? After year, I went to work at 14 years old, working in the road. And the old road, we were there, and this thumb was back to here. And my father caught it and pulled it out, and he tied it up with a cloth. Get the hell out the door, he said, get out the door and go to work. 14 years old.
14?
14. Will you stop talking and I'll spit in your eye? I'm 14 years old and working for the county council.
So what roads were you working on?
No, the whole road, it goes from the village all the way to the mile long, see, and there was a big hill and the east, and they were cutting down the hill. Well, digging about that deep down. It was all that blue till, you know, that concrete stuff, you know. It was like concrete, you know. Yeah. They call it blue till, you know. And it's picking, where the whole gang was there. But it's picking shovel every day, all from 8 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the day.
And how many people were working on this?
Oh, they had about 10 or 15 of us there, but we were there a long time, you know.
Yeah.
Because it was a big long hill, you know, big long one hill, you know, up to the top, because they were cutting down, or taking 3-4 feet afterwards, you know.
Yeah. How many years did you work on that, or was it just
that lasted about 6 months, that job. But then we worked on the other roads in house. We worked I worked nearly all the time for the county council, Homeward Bound. And then we cut the road, you know, for Morley's house, the other coming to the village, there was an old house there.
Yeah.
About half mile. Then back of that, there was a lake there. and we cut the road across, and we ran all the way. You know, you would say Maggie Shays out down to the Creels?
Yeah.
We had to cut a train all the way down to the river, see. But then we had to cut the whole road going across it, the public road. We cut this half and put the thing on it, see, and the stone across the top of it, you know, the drain. And it was wide, it was about this wide, you know. And then we that covered that, and we went on the other side. And then we opened all the way into the lake to drain the lake. See, they wanted to drain the lake too, with for turf bombs, you know. Yeah, over there, the whole month of March, that I never forget. And look, we never had one rainy day in that month. The hurricane was here.
What year was that?
That was about 1928.
28?
Yeah, but we never had one rainy day. I always remember that.
Unusual.
You were telling me. 31 days, and never had one rainy day.
So when you began to work around 14, it was the end of schooling? You just had to work all the time?
Yeah, that's all. They kept you there 14 years in school.
Yeah.
You know, then if you went to college or something like that, I'm talking to Vincent, and I chat with him like that.
But are we back on now?
Yeah, back.
We're back on now. We want to know about your romance over in Ireland. There was a lake somewhere, or a glen?
Oh, no, Glen, her she came. Oh, no. No, Glen.
You told me about this famous
Oh,
glen.
Glen, that's one of my place.
Yeah.
I was here there.
What?
I was here there.
Glen Bay.
You were here and there? Glen Bay?
No, she
went
she
to
didn't,
school,
she never,
I
oh,
went-
she saw it,
I
yeah.
went to college.
Yeah.
Fine.
And when I came home, I was here.
You started off now, we never hear the end of it.
Go ahead.
Kathleen couldn't give me an hour. Could see everything.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, what you call it, so all right, so they had to get all teachers.
So
And
you-
that
you-
went on and on and on and on and on.
So you taught in different schools in the
Yeah.
area
Sure.
in
Oh,
the
she
Beara
did.
Peninsula?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Where did you go, when you went to Dublin, you went to teaching school in Dublin?
That was that was the first,
You went to school in Dublin,
I know I did.
that's what he's asking you.
Yeah,
Do you remember the name of the school?
no. Well, I guess I can. I can't remember it now.
How many years were you there?
Oh, you have to finish your podcast first. You can't get out of that school.
She was in Cork City first, and school, I think from there she went to Dublin.
You studied in Cork City first?
Yeah.
And then Dublin?
Yeah.
What is it, was it a year or 2 years in
Oh,
Dublin?
you got, in Dublin, you got 2 or 3 years to finish.
Yeah,
Then you have to finish.
yeah,
And then, when you got out, you...
And then she came and abused me.
yeah.
From that, and you know, they called you up then. If one steward was missing or something, they called you up and come on here.
No, if there was a teacher sick, she was
You were substituted.
substitute teacher.
Yeah. You substituted.
No, I was
You were a substitute teacher, somebody was sick, you cover for.
I was the first, no, I was the
Oh,
first.
forget it.
You were the first what?
I had to finish it, what's the call?
When you finished school, you were teaching.
Yeah,
You were a substitute teacher.
no.
Yes, yes.
I was finished.
Huh?
I was finished.
Oh, well,
Okay.
you never finish anyway.
No. You have to finish.
Do you remember anything about your brother Con?
Oh, yeah.
What do you remember about him?
Now was trying to teach a trumpet too. That's funny thing.
When did he leave your home to go to teach, to go to study?
Oh, I couldn't remember, 50 acres.
About 15 years of age. That's about right, yeah.
Huh?
And did you ever see him after that, after he left? Didn't you say you went up to Dublin with your mother to see him one time?
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was, I think he was in the, what was he
You
doing?
would have seen him in the college.
Christian
You would have
Brothers.
seen him in the Christian Brothers College.
Maybe it was. Yeah, that's it. That was right.
Uh-huh.
And then she went to Dublin after that.
That was Dublin.
He was in Dublin, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There was quite a bit of education
Mm-hmm.
in our house. But I'm not bossy about it.
I hope not.
But see.
Of course, you never remember your brothers John or Tim.
Oh no.
Oh no,
You know where she
John
was?
and Tim, they were,
I know she born when they
I
came.
was born something.
Yeah. Either that or they came out when you were so young you don't remember it.
Well, they were first too.
I think they came out, well, John came out first. I think they
John
said,
was the first and then Tim.
yeah, I think 1906 they came out. Something
She
like
was
that.
only 2 years
Who
old.
was older? Is Mary older than Tim or younger than Tim?
Tim, no, Tim, no, Tim was older than this.
Yeah.
It must be, and Mary,
So John is the first.
John was first,
Yeah.
and Tim was have, Tim
Then
was
Mary.
very worthy.
Then Mary.
No,
Yeah.
Tim was not really worthy.
Then Mary. Mary went to
Mary,
Good City
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And my auntie Katie, she didn't
Oh,
want to
forget
be
what you
American
wanted
at all.
She didn't want to be Irish.
No,
Oh, no.
that's right.
Yeah.
I did not want to be Irish.
Did you ever remember meeting her?
I must have. You see, because there's not much to spill about her. Because everybody, they're really, they're mean to your country or something else. See? So, they were not going down the road there.
Uh-huh.
The city was full. And good people too.
And some rogues.
Huh?
And some rogues.
Yeah, the old expected.
Some blackguards.
I had, now the girl that is going to want to she's going to write to me, right?
And
Oh,
Francis O'Neill,
Huh?
or you mean Good City? Who's going to write to you?
My first cousin,
That's what I call in Good City.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she
that?
wrote me a couple times.
I would name that one.
And then I forgot her.
yeah.
And I'd like to write her again.
Well, maybe we'll send the tape out to her.
They might, you not do. Yeah, because you're very, very nice girl.
Yeah. You never met her though, did you?
No.
She knows marriage. She knows.
But you never met her.
No, she knows. That's all up here.
Mm.
That's air on the roof.
So, which of your brothers were you closest to when you were growing up?
Oh,
It's hard to remember.
John.
John and Tim.
There she goes.
She didn't hear that one.
No,
Well, John and Tim you didn't even remember.
no, that's right.
We'll get to you in a second. Which of your family were you closest to when you were growing up as a little person? As a wee creature?
I guess Katie, there was Katie there.
That's you.
Yep.
You're
no,
Katie.
No, this is another Katie.
Now forget about Katie. You're not Katie in your family.
In your family.
No, I know, they're up
But he's
there.
asking you, which of your family that you like the most?
Well, how good trouble they get.
Of your brothers and sisters, who did you like
Who do
the
you like
best?
the best? Julia?
Well, Julie's away down the
I'm
road.
asking you, which do you like the best? You don't like me, so forget it.
Don't push me.
Some remembrance when you were growing up of your family, your brothers and sisters. Are you closer to any one of them, or
I'd say Mikey.
Mikey?
Yeah. See, Danny was young, he went up to bars. He worked up there,
Where?
up in bars, that's like the war room. He was up with these people.
Oh,
Would you stop talking, please? I'll spit in your mouth. He went up to the bar, he was working as a servant boy there, you know, when he was young, see.
Uh-huh.
And then he was there for years, and Paddy Kelly got married, so there was a Kelly. See. Don't say Kelly, then they had the public house. Then
Yeah,
the Kelly,
yeah.
the Holly. But they were first cousins. See. They were back about a mile and a half before you come to the village, coming from town, see, you know.
Yeah.
And they were up high. See. And Richie was the carpenter, the brother. And they made the bed, and Danny and Richie made the bed, and when Paddy got married, and Bill Murphy was married, I'm sure the teacher, she was teaching our group. And they fixed the bed, so the two went into the bed, flap, fall down, go to the bed. Flap, and Paddy called, what are you doing? And Danny and Richie bang on the floor of the bed. So then Mikey went to Condens and he was young, see.
Okay. Well,
Con Murphy, he went to them furlong, see. And then he worked in Shuri.
who is Con Murphy now in relation to the family?
Yeah, he was. His wife was a cousin of my mother, see.
Okay.
My father, my mother, I guess. Yes, was my mother. And the mother, she was from there, from a bit away, his wife, see. Yeah, she lived to be 99 years old.
Oh, yeah?
And you know, when she was coming to this country, he took her off the boat to come to this country, brought her home to marry, come. Can you imagine that? And they had 8 kids, and they're fine with red hair, beautiful kids, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, with John and Tim and Mary, and I couldn't name all of them, you know. But then he worked, the time of the war then, he worked at Shrewsbury. The Irish and the American government had a base there, you understand? A big naval base, that's between Bamsey and Cashdown.
Yeah.
You know, they had naval base there. And there was Furious Pier, they call it the pier, they used to come in the dock there, see. And the ships that passed outside, they couldn't bring them into the dock, see, you know. They'd go by tinders, you know, they call them tinders, small boats. And they'd bring the stuff in and out, see. And they, he worked there for the American Navy, see. They were the American Navy.
Why he was first.
And they worked there until the war was over, see.
He worked in the mines too, didn't he?
He worked in Ali's mines. He was the cook. That's what they call him, cook. He was the cook in Ali's mine. That's what they call him, Mikey Cook.
Yeah.
Yeah. He worked in Ali's mine. They had the copper mines there.
When did he come to this?
Oh, he came. Must be the 22 or 23, I guess. Like that again. And Danny, this is the true story. When Danny went to town, come to this country, there was some old lads coming with him, you know. And my father was there. And they had to go on the boat from Taxton to Cork. See, there was no other way going that day. Only the mail car, and they couldn't wait for it. He was smoking a cigarette, and he saw my father, he dropped the cigarette like that. My father said, he was scared of him, and he's going to war, leaving to this country. He saw that my father, and he dropped the cigarette like that. My father said.
Your father saw it anyway.
Yeah, that's true. My father told me that. He dropped the cigarette.
Was your father a smoker?
Never smoked or drank.
He never drank?
Never drank or smoked, and the public house, and when you take 2 blocks out, you could tap on the barrel. Never smoked.
Did you find your father a tough man? Or easy?
He was like me, he was hot-tempered. He had a real bad
Yeah, we have that on tape. We hear that one.
You know, if there was something wrong, you'd get hit before you knew what happened.
Yeah.
This is true. He nearly knocked that side out. And we call her Ellie Pats and his son, she had next door, she was O'Brien, see, Mikey O'Brien's mother, see.
Yeah.
And Mikey, that said something, that was the devil, you know, that is fight for the two eyes, you know. That'd rather fight than eat. And my father had, he had a bridle, see, bridle, but there was an eye tooth, eyes and like that tooth, and there was half one before he knew he swung it back, and it cut him right into the eye. If we cut him in the eye, his eye was gone. Into the eye, he swung at him, you know. But he had, before he could say scissors, he had a real bad temper. He was sharp, but he was skinny, but he had a wicked temper.
Did he ever?
My mother gave him head because he almost started to write his eye out.
Yeah.
I want to tell you a story. This you're going to laugh at. My father and mother got us up, both of them, and that and me, and I think Molly was, I'm not sure about Molly, when this Charles said he was Solomon, he was a parish when he came in, and we used to cut turf in the areas for Johnny dinner. He was some relation, my father, and relation to him. And George came in and he would go up around on his way. Johnny, what, you saw Johnny Dinnerman's turf, you saw the turf. And I didn't watch him say anything, and that was older than me, and I knew. I watched him, I said, you're going to get it, but I didn't watch him, you know. He goes, you know Michael Weber's, you know Michael Weber's. Yeah. And outside, you know the Eden beds, you know, they used to have we'd put the Eden on the side, you know, the long bar to put on the boards across. Yeah. It was outside and I went in. Put out your head, and I watch him, bat inside Mikey Sullivan, throw him out the door, and I watch him, and I cut his head off with the thing. I kept there all evening the night, and I went home. I cut his head right off with the pipe. I killed him. I said, if you would ever call my father a thief, I'll send you the thief, I'd cut your goddamn head off with it. And here I was with the pipe, and he wouldn't put it. I'd go into the house and get him, but here Michael had a hound, and the hound was a great friend of mine, but when he'd see the fight, he might bite me, see. Yeah. And I went in, I ran him in up to the fire with the pipe in my hand. It's a big long, the 6-foot pipe, you know. I'd take his head right off. I was only about 15 years old, but I'd chop his head right off his ears. You know? Had a bad temper. I said,
you know, all the
he never bothered my father again.
That's not so good either. That shows it, you know,
yeah. So he went quick.
Now, how old was Mikey? Mikey was born in what, 1903, I think?
Mikey was very sick.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when he was a child.
Mikey
well,
I know. But when he was a little boy, but then when he was a kid, I think he was born in 1902. Danny was 02.
Yeah.
I think Mikey was a year after him.
Yeah.
So he's about 5 years older than, no, 6 years, 5 years older than you, Uncle Mikey.
Oh, he's that good.
Yeah.
Well, no, Bat was 2.5 years older than me.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, Bat was 2 years, I was born in November, and he was born in January, February. About 2 years and 2 or 3 months or something older than me, Bat was.
Uh-huh.
See? And then, well, then Molly came in, I think. Molly was older than Bat.
Uh-huh.
And then Mikey. Mikey was older again.
Yeah.
See, there was Danny, Mikey, Molly, and Babs, and me, and John. But in between, and then after that, there was a boy and a girl. I didn't know the girl was there. Molly told me. There was Dennis. Well, I had an uncle, Dennis. I remember him. He was a little man. He died. See. Yeah. And they were buried in Homeward Bound. They called it a list. They called it. But it was that they had the name. All little babies were buried in that place. Not a regular graveyard. They were buried there. You know.
And isn't it funny now, you don't remember having a sister, but you're...
But, you know, but I know the sister before her or not, see, that I would know. But
oh, before Molly, maybe?
No, I don't know which now, but there was a sister, she was red hair too.
Oh, so maybe she died before you were
Molly
born.
Molly that told me, that's it, yeah.
So there might have been 8 children in
but
your
then
family.
we had no, there was no woman that was caught, they called her. She was some relation, or what, that's the name they had, because I don't know. And she spoke all this Gaelic, and then he had Gaelic, like ABC. It all Gaelic, he talk all Gaelic all the time from her.
Who got that, Danny?
Danny upon her, see, because Danny was only a little kid, you know, and she always talked Gaelic to him. And he had the whole Gaelic, he could talk Gaelic all the time.
Yeah?
No bother, yeah.
Do you remember your father ever talking to you about his experience in the United States when he came here?
Oh, he did, yeah. He came, and when he came here, and then he went to Nebraska, see.
Right.
And he worked in, and he bought a place, he had 100 acres, see. That's when he, I was a little hole in the wall in that place.
Well,
that day, because you
was
get
that
that
in O'Neill? Was it
Oh,
O'Neill?
yeah, you get that for a couple of hours then, you know.
Yeah, sure.
From the government, you know.
Yeah.
But then, you see, in Ireland them days, it's different today, if you had a father and mother, see, and there was no home there, then you would have to, the English one would have to go back and take care of them, see, there was years. And that's why he went back.
And do you remember when he went back to Ireland? What year it was?
But you have to figure out, he went back before, and then he got married after going back.
Yeah.
See, he come home off of Brook, that's back in Ireland, see. Right back, see, he didn't come home out of Rome, you know.
Where he originated from?
Yeah, but
he was born.
Born back there, yeah. They call it off of Brook, they call it.
Where is that now?
It's
in Barrow, right?
Before you come to Ellies, there's the road, you make a left turn and you go that way, back towards where Juliana's that way, which is near the ocean, see. Not like...
So like a little village or something?
Yes, there was a lot of little villages. There was Kruger, Carter, Cleggan, all them things all the way back. And then you were facing out the bay out to Tremere River, you know. But there he come from, see. There was Murphy, there was and then he had, then Dennis, my uncle Dennis, had a boy and a girl, 2 boys. And Mike, we call him Paddy Cart, he was Murphy, they had a nickname, Paddy Cart. And Paddy brought up Mike and Mary, the boy and the girl, see. And,
why, Dennis died?
No, Dennis got killed in the mines in Butte City in a cave-in.
So somebody else brought his kids up?
He sent them 2 back to Paddy Cart, they were first cousins, see. You understand?
Ah.
Back to, and then Paddy Cart was with my uncle down in Nebraska. That's the name again.
Deed?
He was in Nebraska with Dan, see. He had one, he had him, see. He had 2 boys and a girl.
So he sent 2 of them back to Ireland?
He did, yeah. But I guess his wife that sent him back.
Okay, so the 2 boys went back? Or
No, the boy and the girl, Mike and Mary.
Came back
and
to Ireland?
Paddy Cart was owned him. He bring him to town, give him porting away. When he came out, he went to Nebraska. He went in a boat, he joined the hobos, took off.
Yeah.
2 of them, Mikey told me, you know, Mikey went out there, see. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Sure.
And the other boys
But
stayed
then
with...
I always remember, I don't know, when my uncle did, they shipped the trunk back to us, and that trunk was there when I left. It was a big trunk, no, when the big one, they turned over like that, the covenant.
Yeah.
And he put all the clothes, and he had a big watch that size, you know, with those big pocket watches there.
Yeah.
And we always had that, and it was it was about a pound weight. Yeah, and it was there even when I left. Yeah. So they sent all the clothes back to my father.
Yeah.
But his wife came from County Fermanagh.
That's your uncle
My
Dennis's
Dennis's
wife.
wife.
Yeah.
Because I tell you, her sister came to see us years ago, Mrs. Heffernan. I never forget that woman on his long as I lived. And she bought a beautiful box. They had them candies, you know, I forget the name of them now, but this says kind of red, and they were delicious. And we all got two days. The other one got for 2 days, you know. Mrs. Heffernan, I said, never forget your love. I was near the fire for about 3 weeks, with a face changed like. Which was nice. When she stayed for a week, she came up to see my father and sis, you know. She came down home for Nana, and she came down with train.
About a couple of days before you came up here in October of 1988,
Yeah.
you and I went down to Main Street in Flushing.
Yeah.
We were walking along, and I was talking to you about how years ago you used to walk in the city looking for a job. Remember you said when you first came to this country, you walked up and down, and I thought, well, you know, you did it till you got a job. And you made some comment that it took 10 years before you ever really got a real job. Was it like a real
That's
job
right,
and you did odd jobs?
That's true, yeah, odd job.
And you said if it wasn't for Molly, that
I heard Molly stayed with Molly, sure.
she was, yeah.
Sure, because stayed with Molly.
Very, very sick.
See, then,
Yeah.
when I was talking about sick, when I just shut her till now, being a bone out of it. I hope I hear that walk. Talk Spanish too. So, I used to ride for a nickel in there through the Nichols Carswell, you know. We ride down to the battery, to go west and east, and 6th Avenue that time from 42nd to 50th Street, they were all them brownstone houses, you know.
Yeah.
And they had all signs for employment signs. You go in $3, $8 a week, $5 a week, and if you were stupid enough to give them the money, and listen, if you got the job, they had no job, you couldn't get no money back.
Oh, they
So
took your money to get the job. I see.
So that's, and after that was taken off them, and it was put down around that Canal Street, put down there, and below Duane Street, they had buildings there for employment offices there, see, legal by the government, see, the state. So then you got a job, you paid so much, you took out your pay, see. And that's really bad thing, but they were thieves in this.
Yeah.
Sure. That gave me, he had a friend that owned one of them places. And he said, you go down to Wall Street, there was a place where they made radios that time, you know, repair them. And I went down to Wall Street, you won't believe this. The only ahead of me, 80. 80 people ahead of me, for $8 a week, 80 people ahead of me. So the job was gone. I went down in the morning, there was that many outside, just somebody sat in the sign or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
We got some, somebody sent us some kind of a, Dick Doble sent us a history of the Harrington family. No, I'm just talking about your own mother and father. You're Katie.
I'm 82, but there's another 82.
But she's not your sister.
It's so long ago, for God's sake, get it.
Yeah. Well, it looks right now, it looks like you have outlived Aunt Mary.
Is that right?
I think so, because the record that Donald sent to us indicated, I think, that Aunt Mary lived to about 85, or 84 or 85, I forget, I have it at home.
Yeah.
And now that you're 86,
It's so soft and bread, you know?
yeah,
Somebody keep her mouth shut because...
right, and you've had a couple of operations. No, he was in the hospital then.
Huh?
He was in the hospital then,
Oh, yes, sure.
right?
That other.
That's right, he was in the hospital in December of 1977. Yeah, yes,
That late?
and you broke your hip in January of 1970.
Two falls.
That was the bad one, January 6th, 1978.
What could be, you know?
Yep,
But you know, all these things add up.
they do.
Yeah. Well, you can't.
To the hypotenuse.
Yeah. You can't keep it straight.
No.
No, you can't. And these knows that.
He loves to tell stories.
What?
He's a great storyteller.
Oh, that's all. That's
So tell me now, what do you remember about your own father?
no, my own father had some kind of something like here.
Yeah.
And he was the nicest guy about the guys. very, very cute. And when Julie and I came in together, oh, my two lovely little girls here.
Yeah.
That, oh, he was crazy about Julie and I.
Yeah.
And then there was a time there he went to England to work. And well, he was very dead to that.
His health was not good?
Yeah.
What was wrong with his health? Do you know?
Well, I think it's the bones. You know, something like that.
Why?
Like, keep here. You know, I think, you're naturally and with the others, the sisters. We'll know the name of this shape. Well, I think I could remember.
Oh, arthritis?
What?
Arthritis?
I don't know, you see, I can't remember.
Oh.
Who was you talking about, your father?
Yeah.
He got a stroke.
Had a stroke?
He got a stroke.
He had a stroke, Pop said.
It could be. It could be.
He got a stroke.
Yeah.
But he was relatively young.
He was young now,
about
he
57, I think.
He got a stroke.
Yeah.
Very, very good. And he was crazy. I said that they were working with the hammer and stuff. But he worked at those.
Was he was a cooper?
What?
Was he a cooper?
That's it, that's the cooper, that's it. The cooper.
Yeah.
That's it, he worked for a lot of times there. Good. And my mother used to make the knitting sweaters for us. To make it nice more.
Yeah.
Then he came home.
What was your mother like?
My mother was kind of rich. Did not hate me, but she was nice. They were all very easy people. Very good. My mother was very, very good. Don't have to sit there. We never got reading.
Then the race keep away from us.
That's it.
Well, what about, you know, these have the Kathleen Tolmai is easy stuff, but you have this the one with the potatoes.
Oh, Pratigas and banana ate and I went. That's potatoes and milk.
Partigas, do the partigas.
Pratigas and banana ate and I went. Yeah. And a small Taishuk, this is first of all, this is the cow, a foreign cow with long horns. Small Taishuk, you and a water that. See, foreign cows have long horns.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And Irish cows don't.
No, well, all the Texas cows have them now this way, see. No, the Irish cows don't look that long. Texas cows are like this. No.
And what about Kilcatherine?
Catherine. Oh, I know what Catherine. Then,
Well, what about if I live for it?
in our room town a lot alone, a church without a steeple. In every door there stand a fool look at the decent carry people. And this beggar was going on, they call him begging the tramps. He said, walk through all the towns in Ireland but run through our room.
Now when Tom, who's this fellow that was going to come to Ireland, come to the United States, and he looked over Tom's Gardine and...
Oh no, there was Paddy Shea, Tim Shea.
And who was Tim Shea?
Everybody's according to Jan Shea. So he lived in Inward Ireland.
They'll love this.
He lived in
They'll love this in Hasbrook Heights.
He lived in Inward Ireland room, they know. And he stood outside the door and said, everyone, a lot of people would have a little garden near the house, you would set potatoes and stuff like that. And it was nice, it was facing the sun, and the sun had come up, see, you know, to hit it, see, because it was slow. It was looking straight down at the ocean. So he said, no more than hear the birds whistling Tom's Gardine and the sunrise over Kruger. Kruger was on the Kerry side, see, and the sun used to come up there. He said, well, I don't think he ever saw it then.
Is there a mountains in between Cork and Kerry, Derry na Sagart or some name like that?
Oh, no, I never heard of nothing. You see, all Kerry is all hills. See, it's all hills, all the way mountain. If nobody came here, all along you see the hills on your right hand side, right?
Yeah.
The left hand side was the Kimere River.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now there's a Lord Lansdowne had property.
I know the bum. I knew the bum himself as well as I know you.
Yeah.
And the wife. He had the goat, and he had a little trap. You know what the trap is?
It's a little.
No, a trap was like not like a house. Trap. They could they set the front and send the wife. See, and Dinny Shea, the Shea fella, he used to have the donkey, and he'd go all the way around, and they'd go in and go all the way around the place. There was a walking side with the donkey and car and the tomb ready. The tomb was set there, and Dinny take him all the way around. Dinny worked for him, so Dinny Shea.
Now was that his permanent home, or just when he was in Ireland?
No, he had a beautiful big home there, you know.
Now, as you head out from Ardgroom heading toward Kenmare,
Yeah, that's what it was.
where is it, on the right?
It was on the left side.
On the riverside?
On the left side, yes. And there was all trees there. the rain was all, but the trees that when you went over there.
Well, yeah, we saw plenty of trees. It's just hard to
That was the
remember,
wood.
you know.
See, it belonged to them people, not Lansdowne. And if you were caught inside the fence, they could shoot you and nothing would happen to them. You understand?
Yeah, right, right.
I'll tell you what happened to me. I had the scale, I was going with the scale for Norris, see, and Lark, see. And I was right near the same place. And we went down a bit, and the next time, we was called, you know these laurel trees, they call them laurel trees, you know, the big blue trees. And I went inside, take a bunch, and the guy came out, psh, bang. Lucky that I was young, and I ducked for the ground and took all the leaves off over my head. Otherwise he'd blow my head off.
You were in on the property.
This wasn't the property, but he was the caretaker, he was on the other side of the road, see.
Uh-huh.
And you know who he was? He was an uncle of Johnny Shea, what was that? He was married to Tom Sloan. He's the got me the job in the gas company.
Oh.
Johnny Sloan, he lived in 134th Street. So I was telling Johnny, I said, your uncle almost blow my head off. Yeah.
Now, as you drive up from Ardgroom, heading toward Kenmare.
East, yeah.
Okay, the property would be on the left. Now, how far from Ardgroom?
That was 6 miles, exactly.
So his property began 6 miles up from Ardgroom,
yeah.
and then how much?
We were 2 miles to the boundary bridge.
Okay.
And 4 miles, you had to go 4 miles beyond that. So.
Now, there is a point in the road as you're heading up to Kenmare. You can go farther toward the river or straight ahead.
I explain that. One was the Corrigan Line Road, they call it, and the other one was the Lansdowne Road. It went all the way around like this by the oceans.
Yeah.
That's 3 miles longer.
Okay.
And they met in the bottom like this. Understand? Then from then there's a Jim Shea. You go down here, the lake house. That's what do you call it? Like in roadhouses, you know. Yeah, roadhouse. And he was a great friend of my father's. He got me come here with the road. See, my father stopped there. So. Yeah, it was like a motel. I mean, it was a motel. So. And I left Kenmare this night. I was coming from Queenstown, and I stayed in Julie Megan's. And Julie said, stay to me because my father stayed there. And she had a public house and a place to stay. And she just stayed there. I didn't pay nothing. I kept my bicycle there while I was away. See. And I came, and it was starting to rain. And I cycled all the way home. Raining, that's 23 miles. And I went into Jim Shea and I said, he says, Tim, what the hell? He said, stay here. And Jim made me some eats and we sat there for about an hour talking. And I said, stay here for the night, have plenty of room, and stay for the night, and go home in the morning. I said, no, I will. And I went all the way, and over in the inn, there's a graveyard, somewhere over there, they call it graveyard. You had to pass the only graveyard, and I turned this way, and to come up, and you had to pass Land Lansdowne's way. And I'm walking straight way. I was walking up like this because it was uphill. And there's this big guy coming down the other side, 3 o'clock in the morning, coming down, and of course you had to have a light on your bicycle that day. We had lamps in, you know, and the bicycle. And this big guy, about 7 foot tall, coming down. Well, I said, to heck with you, I ain't going nowhere, but I'm going home, to hell with you, whoever you want. So he was somebody staying in Lord Lansdowne, but he was out for a walk in the middle of the night.
Oh, boy.
Big Englishman, tall, 7 foot. You know. So, yeah.
Well, how much property did Lord Lansdowne have? If it began at 6 miles outside of your house in the town.
Well, no, he had about, I just said about 3 miles, all wooded, all on one side between that and the base, you know, the Kenmare River, see. And it was all fenced in, see. And then they had a wire on top, it was a plain wire, you know, top, there's 2 stakes of wire. But then there was gates, we were going in, there were gates, you know. But if you were caught inside the gate, you were dead.
If his property was on the left,
right on the left side
of the, what's the name of that road you call it?
The Lansdowne Road, they call it.
Well, wait a minute.
When you went to his place, he had a gate here, they call it Castle Kilty Gate. You were here, and as soon as you made a left turn, there was a kind of little upgrade here, and that was the land, and he went in the gate here, see, to his place. It was way in, see, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we had a beautiful big place, mansion in there.
Did you ever see the mansion?
Oh, you could see it being outside, no bother to see it, you know.
Well, who has that property now?
At the time of the trouble, they tore it apart.
Oh,
they didn't even stick in it. They took furniture and everything with the walls.
Well, let's pretend we're leaving Ardgroom. We're going out. We go 6 miles.
You're going east.
Okay, we're out 6 miles.
Yeah.
Now, one road continues this way. The other one goes like along the bay.
Well, that's when you went to his place.
No, we're leaving your town.
Yes, that's
we're driving. It took
you went
10
6 miles first. before he made a left turn.
Oh, then you take the left to get to his place?
No, his place was right there. There was a gate here. Here's the gate. You understand?
Where the road forks? Where the road forks?
No, there are no forks in the main road. This is. Then you made a left turn this way, doing the road. That's where he came in. And the other one he kept straight going up. They call it Corrigan Line Road.
Well, did he have all the property in between the two roads?
He had all the property from way back all the way around. He had about 2-3 miles of property there. All three sat, every one straight as that.
What kind of trees?
Oh, they were beautiful straight trees. And they used to cut them for making poles for hay sheds and everything. They'd go in the night time and they'd cut them down there. And then they had, you could buy reeds, they can't reeds, they grew the reeds. They would charge, we charge fish for fishing rods. You would see them reeds with the natches on them, you know. And they were about 10 or 12, or maybe 12 feet long. And there were great fishing poles. You put tie the line in and all the way, and we used to go fishing. Never break. They'd bend all over like this, like your hand. Never break. They come reeds, they sat in there. Plenty of them, big nests of them there, you know. You just cut them in the bottom. Never just take it on this or take it this, you know. You just had a knife or something, cut them in the bottom. And off with you.
Where did your mother's people come from?
They come from north of here. They call it Drain of Rugby. D-R-W-E-N-A-V-O-G-I-G, Drain of Rugby.
Now, where is that in relationship to the town? Yeah.
You go straight across that way.
Okay, instead of taking the right road up to Kenmare, you go straight past the church, straight out.
Past the church in.
Okay.
But you see, you couldn't go, then there was a road going all the way around, you know what I mean? But to take across the hill, you could go straight across the hill and to right on the other side of it. And the house was right near the road, it was right about 30, 50 feet off the road.
So that's where she came from.
Michael Weber's wife, they were next door neighbours, they were as near now as near from here to the car there outside. Michael's wife, my mother. I apologize.
You gotta wait till you're on.
Thank God.
Okay.
Okay.
You're on.
So I used to go across the hill. See, I used to go across the. I go down about 15 minutes because I was young. I could run like a rabbit, and I go across to see my grandfather and grandmother.
And how old were they at that time?
They were in their 80s.
Were they?
But he was the tall tin man. My uncle. His name was Tim too, and the son was Tim, and the wife was kind of a heavy set woman. And when I'd go there, you know. They see me come here, there was them stone steps outside, you know, they were walking flags with them. And you would go upstairs, you know, and they'd be looking down on the stairs in the dark and looking down. They wouldn't come down, my own first cousin, they wouldn't come down.
But this is your grandfather and grandmother.
Yeah, but then his son was married Tim, we called him Teddy Willie.
Yeah.
He was married, and they were his kids. He was married, Maggie Shale. Maggie Shea's mother was married to him.
Okay, who's Maggie Shea now?
Jimmy Cree's wife, she was.
Okay. So, you would go to the house to see your grandfather and grandmother, and the son was there who married in the same house?
Yeah, he was, sure.
And they would run upstairs?
No, the kids, not him, no, the kids, he was all right. He was a grown-up now, he was all right. But the kids were, his children would run up there.
Oh.
Yeah. And they were going to school with me. His father was. John was the same age as me.
You must have had a great reputation then.
Oh, yeah. I said, well, where'd they go? I said, Grandpa, how'd they go upstairs? He said.
So actually they died while you were over in Ireland, I guess, huh? Or had you already come to, they must have died when you were there.
Huh?
They must have been dead before you came out to
I
this
think
country.
they were, I'm not sure, I think so, yeah. But they were pretty old, you know. He was a tall, thin man.
You don't...
And he had another son. I forget his name. He was out in this country in Beard City, tall, thin. This city was a rough customer like that, I guess. But he was a tall, thin fellow. But Teddy was like a sheep. My Uncle Teddy. He'd come every Sunday, he'd come to our house. And then we had a counter, we used to have a store. And Teddy come in every Sunday after that. He'd set up in the counter and he'd keep talking. Very quiet, easy going fellow. Yeah, it's kind of a heavy set.
This is Teddy Goody.
Yeah, that's my mother's brother. But he was very quiet, very easy going. Yeah, very quiet fellow. Yeah. And he had 8 kids. Is it 8 or 9? Well, she taught the 2 young ones. There was Patty and Mary and Katie and John and Tim and Dan. That's 6. And they were twins. I forget the name of the twins, but she was teaching them in school, you know. And I tried to bring them into the house, and then they come down, they wouldn't come into the house, you know.
Father's parents, did you ever know them?
My father brought into our room a Kelly's, you know, the public house that's right in the east end of the public house. There was a little house there years ago, there was a house there under somebody. And he rented to my father. My father brought his father there. See, and he stayed there till he died. See. But I never remember it.
You don't remember
But
it?
Kelly used to tell me about it. Yeah. He said if he'd asked for a nail, he said he wouldn't take it.
Well, then you win.
You're on.
Okay, right?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mom. Happy birthday to you. See?
Oh, that's,
Happy birthday, Mom.
oh, thank you so much.
Now you can make a wish.
Yes.
Make a wish.
I hope I live about 51 years.
Okay. Now you can, oh, she's like, blow them out now.
Huh?
Blow out the candles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, oh.
No,
You
no,
may
no.
have to help it, Ben.
Blow them out. Hey, up. For you, Mom, with our love and gratitude.
Yeah.
Dear Mom, March 26, 1990. We wish we knew some special words to lovingly express our gratitude for all your love, your care, your thoughtfulness. But as you read this message, we hope that you will know the grateful love within our hearts that words can never show. Happy birthday, with love for a happy day. Love, Maureen and Ray.
That's lovely. Honest to God.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what to do for you.
You know, this is for you.
Oh, no.
This is your present for Maureen.
Maureen?
Want me to help you open it?
Yeah, sure. But
Okay. Let's see, there's a side here somewhere. Okay.
how can I? How can I?
Sorry, Maureen, if I destroy this.
Save me the bow, Ben.
Okay, there's a bow. Can you open this yourself?
I don't think so. I think I was a bit awkward.
Okay.
Crooked.
I will help you then.
Okay.
And if it's nice, I'll keep it myself.
You'll look a little funny wearing it.
Nice paper.
What is that?
Did you give the paper back to Maureen?
Huh?
Did you give the paper back to Maureen?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, J.C. Penney.
Oh, yeah.
See this?
Yeah, this is. What's this now?
You have to open it up for you.
Let me open it up for you.
You can stand up. Oh, isn't that pretty?
See that?
Oh, that's beautiful. All
See
together.
that for the camera?
I don't
Yeah,
want to wear
very
that.
pretty.
Huh? Isn't that nice?
My God, it's lovely. They're gorgeous all together.
So this is what you can wear.
Good
This is another house dress for you.
for me.
Yes, so you can wear it around. You got a couple of them now.
Now, how many more? I'll give one other one, huh?
Well, listen, you need them for, you know, every day when you get dressed up fancy like.
Yeah.
Step out when the sunshine comes.
Yeah, God, this is beautiful. If I had this about 5 or 6 years ago, I'd go crazy. I would not tell.
You'd find another man?
Oh, it's impossible now.
That's it, and now it's impossible. You got one game leg.
Oh, top, right?
Okay, so we have some more. Wave to them.
I would,
There they are.
Boy,
Wave to Donald and Juliana.
shake your hand.
And
Wait.
with a brave little-
That's it. Oh, you got, and to Teresa and Tom and Shannon.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Tricia.
This is Mom's 86th birthday party, 6 days later.
Do you know me? My voice?
Oh, they know your voice.
No.
Now, I want you to tell Donald what he was like when he was a little boy.
All right.
Now tell him.
Donald. Is he home over there?
Yeah, he's home.
Donald. When I knew you, you're about 6 inches high. And you cried because I pinched you. Remember that?
Why did you pinch him?
And, well, I was trying to hold the hand.
Uh-huh.
That's what he
That's 6 inches high.
Was he a fresh little boy?
No, no.
No?
No, he was very cute.
He was?
Yeah, he was.
Did he
6
have,
inches high.
did he have curly hair even then?
And lovely blonde hair and nice hair.
Blonde?
No, yes.
He's turned very dark.
Of course, now these years.
Sure.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a piece of gray or two, I think, there now.
Yeah,
There's a
sure.
lot of gray.
They're lovely. Yeah, they're very, here's the efforts down on, I think, one Newlands Street or something to that.
I was 17th Street.
No. Oh, they lived in,
17th
in
Street.
what, 15th
17th
Street
Street, 17th.
in Manhattan.
17th Street, maybe 8th or 9th Avenue. No, Worcester 8th Avenue.
Anyway, but you knew him in Ireland when he was a little fellow, right?
She
No.
was born there.
Yeah.
And she was about maybe
About 4 years old when we came out.
about 5 years, 5 months.
5 years when we came out.
No, when she met him, he was
when she
5
met-
months, right? He
5
was,
months.
yeah,
And the blonde hair and everything.
yeah.
And he was cute. He was pulling up the pants.
Uh-huh.
And they're you cannot do that, you know, you cannot do that. I said, I can do anything you want.
He was fresh even then, wasn't he?
And he was.
He was
He
fresh,
was.
he was fresh like you.
He was cute?
And when he went to school, he was 5, what was it? 5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
Well, you came to this country when he was 5 years old.
Country?
Yeah.
You came to the United States in 1930. And he,
Oh, they tell you, it was all of my
He was
papers.
5 years old when we came out.
All of my, no. I went to school with him.
not with Donald.
So,
Donald was a little boy.
I know, yeah,
He was 5 years old
when I went to school.
when, yeah, but you came to the United States when he was 5.
That was his father,
That's right.
that's it.
He was about 5, a little over 5.
Been
That's
5
okay.
gone, been out, 64.
Back to that.
Donald, how old are you?
1925. He must got to be 65 this year.
Oh yeah?
Right, Donald?
Yeah.
65 in April what? What's his birthday? April what?
So I can't tell you.
14? 13?
Well, about 5 years, I guess. Because there was some little boy there would take you by the
Uh-huh.
oh yeah, my mother too. I was teaching with the guys downstairs. And I kind of screamed like, don't scream at that child.
Your mother corrected you?
No. The little fella.
Oh, the little fellow.
Yeah.
The little fellow who screamed at Donald.
No, like that.
You screamed at Donald.
That's it.
Why did you do that to the poor little fellow?
I don't know. I like to be boss.
You like to be boss? Oh, I know that. That I know.
And you still out,
You bossed me in my life.
Did I?
Did I?
And you still out today?
Yeah.
Will you boss you today? And then after that?
There were a lot of kids that I used to go.
Yeah.
Small children, they're all, you know. Just take a roll off,
Yeah?
round the bottom. Oh, Kathleen, good moon. I never saw it that size.
Yeah. Well, you're about that size now too, aren't you?
Oh, I know.
You're growing down into your 2 shoes.
It's 2 foot in the fist.
Nice stuff.
So when you were a little person, you used to go to school carrying your shoes in your hand, right?
I could have. Because I couldn't wear my shoes, I guess.
You weren't allowed to wear your shoes, I suppose, huh?
That's it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, how do you feel now that you're 86?
86.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
It's the same.
It's the same?
Yeah. Because, in fact, no, my body didn't change much.
You gotta be kidding.
Huh?
You gotta be kidding. You can't chase me around the house anymore, can you?
I don't. Yeah.
So anyway, why don't you wish them all You know, wish Donald a happy birthday.
I wish you all a happy birthday. And don't cry, please.
Wish Dawn a happy birthday.
My,
Tell her, tell her.
my children cry too much.
They cry too much.
That's it.